All right, well, when you hear that theme music, CSI is getting ready to come on. That show made forensic science fun and now a popular career choice. Well, it's a whole lot more to what you see on television. And as Southern University New Orleans celebrates 60 years, it is now offering the only true forensic science bachelor's degree in the state. Joining us now with more are Dr. Paris Favorite with Suno's Forensic Science Program and forensic science student JC Haynes. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
We're great.
Oh my goodness. So we've got these scary bones here. So this is an exciting opportunity.
Absolutely.
Tell us more about it.
All right, so a little bit about what is forensic science. Forensic science is the study of science that pertains to the law. In this field, we have two different areas. We have the crime scene investigator area and we have the forensic scientist area. The crime scene investigators are normally the people that go out to the crime scene, collect the evidence, and bring it back to the lab for testing. After it goes back to the lab, the forensic scientist will then examine and test the evidence and come up with a conclusion whether the test came back positive or negative and whether Jane Doe or John Doe was actually responsible for that crime.
Wow, okay. So this is, solving mysteries, solving potential murders and whatnot.
Yes.
Wow, okay. So tell us what makes Suno's Forensic Science Program unique.
Okay, first, exactly what you just said a little bit earlier. So we are the only program in the state of Louisiana that offers a true bachelor's in forensic science. Also, what makes the program unique is I am the only African-American and African-American woman that is currently a program director in the Southern region in the field of academia.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So lastly, Suno, we actually have new buildings. I'm super excited about that. We're currently located in a new natural sciences building, and we have new classrooms, we have new laboratories, we actually have a research lab, and we have a teaching lab, and we also have new equipment for the students, so they're super excited about all of this.
So this is up-to-the-date equipment, right?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So how did you become interested in forensic science?
Well, it was a while back. In 2009, my best friend, she was murdered by her husband. So I attended the trial, and as I was in the courtroom, I was actually able to see the forensic scientist get on a stand and present the evidence. And based on all of the different evidence that was collected at the crime scene, it linked him back to the crime, and he's actually serving life without parole. And in that time, it was a very emotional time for me, but it also helped me inspire to want to help families, but also speak for the voiceless. And what I mean about speak for the voiceless, I mean speak for the dead, because they don't have a voice. So forensic science and all of the evidence that you collect at the crime scene can actually speak for the voiceless.
Right.
Yes.
So this is giving families closure, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. So now, JC, you're a student.
Yes, ma'am.
So what has this experience been like for you so far?
Oh, it's been incredible. I mean, I've learned so much throughout my education in the program, from DNA analysis to how to testify as an expert witness in a court of law. But the most important things I learned were to never underestimate any piece of evidence and the power of bias. From the first classes we take, we're taught that every piece of evidence must be treated as if it is the most important piece of evidence. It could be a single drop of blood or a microscopic fiber that could suggest that someone is guilty or innocent. Bias, on the other hand, it can change the way you perceive the evidence. So say someone tells you this person is guilty while you're working on a case, you might start seeing the evidence in a way that only paints that person as being guilty. I believe understanding how to avoid bias and always maintaining the importance of every piece of evidence, I will be able to conduct myself ethically and professionally in a field that will allow me to affect the lives of many, many people.
Sure. And is there a specific part of the study that interests you more than another part? I mean, would you like to be in the field, or would you prefer to be kind of maybe in the lab, or?
I'd love to be in the field collecting bugs. Entomology all the way.
Okay, and is that's related to forensic science?
Yes, ma'am, forensic entomology. I think Dr. Favorite would be the best one to talk about that.
Okay, so forensic entomology is just dealing with the study of insects and insect larvae. So what the entomologist would do, let's say if a body was dumped in a wooded area. And once a body is dumped in a wooded area, normally the bowflies, the same flies that we swat at neighborhood cookouts we think are so annoying, they actually have a purpose in the world. So they're the first insects to normally arrive on the body. So once they arrive on the body, they will begin to layer their eggs in what we call orifices. Orifices are holes, so they'll begin to travel into your ears, into your nose, into other areas, and then within 24 to 48 hours, those eggs would start to hatch. Now we have instar larvae, which are also called maggots. The maggots will begin feeding on the body, but what are we feeding? They're actually ingesting our DNA. So as they grow, they develop rings. So when investigators get out to the crime scene, based on the maggot that they see, they'll count the number of rings, and that can give them the PMI. PMI is called post-mortem interval. It's basically saying, that's giving us an estimation time of when this person actually passed away. So let's say if that maggot has 5 rings, then it gives them an estimation that maybe this person was actually dumped out in this wooded area about 5 days ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot that goes into this. Not for the faint at heart, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you both so much.
No problem.
Well, to learn more about Suno, you can head to their website, suno.edu, or give them a call at 504-286-5235.